Hello engineers, welcome to the new video of the course, and in this particular video we are going to understand the basic definition of conductor, insulators and semiconductors. Okay, so let's start with the very first definition, that what exactly is a conductor. So as you can clearly look over here, I had clearly mentioned that a conductor is a material which allows the transfer of heat and electricity through it efficiently. So what does that mean? That means if I take, let's say this is my conductor. Let's assume that this is my conductor, something like this. Okay, let me just write over here, conductor. Okay, let's assume that this is point A. Okay, and let's assume this is my point B. Okay, if at point B, if I provide certain heat or electricity, okay, so at point A, if I provide certain heat or electricity, okay, and if I check at point B, I will be able to sense this particular heat and electricity. Okay, so this particular heat and electricity which are supplied or which are provided at point A, I will be able to sense this particular heat or electricity, or basically this particular energy at point B. I will be able to what? I will be able to sense this particular heat and electricity, right? So I'll just write it in this way, that is, I'll be able to sense this heat and electricity at point B. Okay, so this is the basic idea of conductor. What does that mean? That means this particular heat and heat or electricity which are supplied or which are provided at point A, it got transferred from conductor to point B, and if I touch point B, I'll be able to sense this particular heat or electricity. Okay, so this is the basic idea of a conductor. Okay, so now let's move on to the next definition, that what exactly is a insulator. So as clearly mentioned, insulator is opposite of conductor. So that means what? That means insulator is a material that does not allow the transfer of heat and electricity through it. Okay, so again same thing, if I take, let's say this is an insulator. Okay, assume this as an insulator. Okay, so if I provide certain amount of heat or electricity at point A, let's assume this is my point A and this is my point B. If I provide certain heat or electricity at point A, I won't be able to sense that at point B. Okay, I won't be able to sense this particular heat or electricity at point B. Okay, I won't be able to sense this particular heat and electricity at point B. So that means what? There isn't any such transfer of energy from point A to point B. That means what? The insulator acts as a resistor, or basically it resists this transfer of heat or electricity. I hope you are able to understand this. Okay, or what I can say in simple word, opposite of, what exactly is the insulator? Opposite of conductor. Opposite of conductor. Okay, so this is the basic idea of what exactly is an insulator. Okay, I hope you are able to understand this particular point. Now what exactly is a semiconductor? So let's try to read out its definition and we will try to reduce few of the things. A semiconductor is a material that can behave as a conductor, okay, or as an insulator depending on external conditions such as temperature, impurities, or the application of an electric field. Okay, so let's just don't go into that detail. We will just try to understand what exactly is a semiconductor based upon this particular definition. So I'll just write over here semiconductor. 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 So what exactly is this particular term semiconductor? So semiconductor, it is a combination of insulator. As of now, what we can guess with the help of this particular definition, it is a combination of conductor and insulator. This is what we can guess, right, based upon this particular definition. Okay, so as of now you just think semiconductor as combination of conductor or combination of conductor and insulator. Okay, that means what? At certain condition it will behave as a conductor, that means it will allow the transfer of heat and electricity through it, and at certain condition it won't allow the transfer of heat or electricity through it. Okay, so that means what? It can partially act as a conductor and partially it can act as an insulator. So it has two properties in it. Okay, so that's why it is known as semiconductor. That means what? Partially it can conduct. Semi means what? Partial. Conductor means what? It can conduct. Okay, so partial conduction of heat and electricity, that is known as semiconductor. Okay, so don't worry about this. I'll discuss this particular concept, that is semiconductor, in some separate course. In fact, I am planning to take one course on semiconductor which can be of around 10 hours. Over there we will try to understand that what exactly is a semiconductor. Okay, so we'll see that what exactly is a intrinsic semiconductor, extrinsic semiconductor, n type, p type, etc. And then we'll try to see that how exactly a diode is made. Okay, so all of this particular part we'll see in some other course. Okay, as of now for this particular course it's not that important. You just need to understand that a semiconductor is a material which can partially behave as a conductor and partially it can behave as an insulator. Okay, that's it. Great. So I hope you got a bit of idea that what exactly is a conductor, what exactly is an insulator, and what exactly is a semiconductor. So now we'll try to see certain examples. So as you can clearly look over here, these are the examples for conductor: silver, gold, copper, steel, seawater, etc. So they are these are the examples for the conductors. That means they can conduct heat or electricity through it. Okay, heat or electricity through it. Okay, and these are the certain example for insulator, that is rubber, glass, oil, diamond, diodes, which cannot conduct heat or electricity. Let me just take some different color. Cannot conduct heat or electricity. Okay, so these are the examples, that is rubber, glass, oil, diamond, and diodes. So what I can say, they are bad conductors. Okay, so insulators are also known as bad conductors, and these electrical conductors are also known as good conductors. I'll just jot it down so that whenever you will refer my PDF you should not get confused. So they are bad conductors, okay, and they are good conductors. Meaning is that they can actually conduct and they can't. Okay, so this was the basic idea for the conductor, insulators, and semiconductors. I hope you are able to understand this particular concept in detailed way. And what I'll do, I'll just end this particular session, but before that I have one question in my mind, that how a conductor is able to transfer heat and electricity and why insulator fails to do so. Okay, so it's my request to you all guys, if you are coming for the next session, make sure that you try your best to think upon this particular question, that what can be the reason for the conductors to conduct the heat and electricity and why insulator fails to do so. Okay, so with this, what I'll do, I'll just end this particular session, and in the next session we will try to deduce the logic behind it. Okay, so thank you for listening patiently. I'm ending this video over here. Thank you.